Rembert George Weakland, OSB, is an American prelate of the Catholic Church. He served as Archbishop of Milwaukee from 1977 to 2002. He is the author of A Pilgrim in a Pilgrim Church, Memoirs of a Catholic Archbishop, which explores church reform issues and the child abuse crisis. Life. He was born George Weakland in Patton, Pennsylvania, to Basil and Mary Weakland, one of 6 children. He has 4 sisters, Leora, Elizabeth, Barbara, and Marion, and 1 brother, William. He attended Our Lady of Perpetual Help School in Patton, and then studied at St. Vincent College and St. Vincent Seminary in Latrobe. Priesthood. In 1945, Weakland entered the novitiate of the Order of St. Benedict, more commonly known as the Benedictines, at St. Vincent Archabbey. Taking the name Rembert, he made his solemn profession as a Benedictine monk on September 29, 1949, at Solesmes Abbey in France. He studied theology at the International Benedictine College in Rome. On June 24, 1951, he was ordained to the priesthood by Bishop Simone Salvi, OSB, in Subiaco, Italy. He furthered his studies in music in Italy, France, and Germany, as well as at both the Juilliard School and Columbia University in New York. From 1957 to 1963, he taught music at his alma mater of St. Vincent College. Weakland was elected coadjutor Archabbot of St. Vincent Archabbey on June 26, 1963, and received the solemn blessing of an Archabbot from Bishop William G. Conner of Greensburg, Pennsylvania, on August 29, 1963. Following this, he became the Chancellor and Chairman of the Board of Directors of St. Vincent College. On May 8, 1964, he received a papal appointment as consultor to the Commission for Implementing the Constitution on the Sacred Liturgy of the Second Vatican Council, and was appointed a member of that commission in 1968. He was elevated to Abbot Primate of the Benedictine Confederation on September 29, 1967, a position he held until 1977. At this time he became Chancellor of the International Benedictine College of Sant'Anselmo, Rome, Italy. He was re-elected to a second term as Abbot Primate in September 1973. He served as a member of the Council of Superiors General from 1968 until 1977. In 1968, Weakland administered last rites to the body of Trappist monk and writer Thomas Merton in Thailand, whose body was flown back to Gethsemane Monastery in Kentucky, where Merton is buried. Archbishop of Milwaukee. On September 20, 1977, Pope Paul VI appointed Weakland Archbishop of Milwaukee. He was consecrated bishop on November 8, in the Cathedral of St. John the Evangelist by Archbishop John J. Ditt. On December 21, 1999, he defended and received a Ph.D. in musicology, with distinction, from Columbia University, New York, for his research and thesis on the office antiphons of the Ambrosian chant. Weakland retired as Archbishop in 2002. In July 2009, he published his memoirs under the title of A Pilgrim in a Pilgrim Church, Memoirs of a Catholic Archbishop, dealing with the issues of ongoing church reform, public controversies, sexual abuse scandal. In 1984, Weakland responded to teachers in a Catholic school who were reporting sexual abuse by local priests by stating, "Any libelous material found in your letter will be scrutinized carefully by our lawyers." The Wisconsin Court of Appeals rebuked him for this, calling his remarks abrupt and insensitive. In 1994, Weakland said those reporting sexual abuse were squealing. He later apologized for the remarks. According to the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, a deposition released in 2009 revealed that Weakland shredded reports about sexual abuse by priests. Weakland admitted allowing priests guilty of child sex abuse to continue as priests without warning parishioners or alerting the police. Weakland stated in his autobiography that in the early years of the sexual abuse scandal he did not understand that child sexual abuse was a crime. Liturgical Agenda in 1965-66. Weakland served as president of the Church Music Association of America. According to an account by Richard Schuler, a split emerged very quickly, with Weakland taking sharp exception to the reactionary attitudes in liturgical thinking that he said were present at the consociator meeting. In interviews with the press, he expressed regret that the meeting failed to include modern music and dancing in its liturgical agenda. His views did not prevail within the CMA, and so his presidency did not last. Theological Dissent in 2000. Weakland was a critic of the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith's document Dominus Iesus on religious relativism. Cathedral Renovation. One of his last major actions as Archbishop was effecting a controversial renovation of the historic Cathedral of St. John the Evangelist in Milwaukee. Sex scandal and retirement. Weakland retired on May 24, 2002 at the mandatory retirement age of 75. Weakland's retirement was overshadowed by revelations that he paid $450,000 of diocesan funds to a former male lover to prevent a lawsuit. Weakland stepped down soon after Paul Marcoux, a former Marquette University theology student, revealed in May 2002 that he was paid $450,000 to settle a sexual assault claim he made against the Archbishop more than 2 decades earlier. The money came from the Archdiocese.